Nearly 1 in 4 students struggle to afford menstrual products. Plus, pad and tampons are not readily available in most Kentucky schools. But that could change with House Bill 95. It puts the accessibility issue in the hands of state lawmakers. Wave News reporter Marissa Burke went to Frankfort and shares why young girls hope this bill gains more support.
Every girl goes through puberty, but only a few can afford that pivotal time in their lives. House Bill 95 would require Kentucky schools to provide menstrual products. It would also help girls avoid what they call period poverty.
And my school has been advocating for period products for everyone since I went there, and that's been since middle school.
Now a sophomore at Grace James Academy, Soraya Shaw is still trying to make it happen. She and many other young ladies from across the state came to Frankfort Thursday to advocate for House Bill 95.
No student should have to improvise with toilet paper. No student should sit in fear of embarrassment. And no student should miss class because of something entirely natural and entirely manageable.
The bill would require Kentucky public schools to provide free menstrual products for students in grades 6 through 12. It could take around $2 million from the state's general fund to make it possible.
People need access to this. This is not a luxury. This is a bare necessity like toilet paper or soap or deodorant.
Advocates say nearly 1 in 4 students struggle to afford period products, and 65% of teens report missing class due to period-related issues.
This is not a minor inconvenience. This is lost instructional time.
Other versions like House Bill 95 have been filed in the past, but no hearings came about. As of now, House Bill 95 has been assigned to the Appropriations and Revenue Committee. In Frankfort, Marissa Burke, Wave News.